Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be reviewing the beautiful Rare Beauty bronzer stick. I picked mine up in the shade Power Boost. I'm excited to review this one for you guys, see how it applies, see what it does, see how it looks on the face, the shade, the undertone. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below. It would mean so much to me. Now let's get started. I'm going to use a lot of products by Rare Beauty, and then we're going to get into this bronzer and give you more information and show you how it applies. So if you are not interested in seeing how I apply the foundation, the blush, the highlighter, and whatever other products I use, then I'm going to leave a timestamp down below so you guys can skip directly to the review of this product. So I'm gonna go quickly and prime my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I'm just gonna apply this underneath my eye area. I'm gonna use my fingers for this. I just love the glow that this product gives, and I have normal to dry skin in case you're wondering. Now I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty foundation, and mine is in the shade 170W. So a little bit of this goes a long way. Just gonna start with this, and we'll see. And I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty foundation brush. It's kind of like a full face of Rare Beauty almost. I don't have the mascara, I don't have the spray, I don't have any lip products, but mostly complexion products. Now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and push everything in. This foundation is really beautiful. Look at the beautiful coverage it provides. Now let's move on to the Rare Beauty concealer. Again, this is in the shade 170W. So I'm gonna add this in the inner corner, outer, on the eyelids. And I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty concealer brush. I like to start with the brush and then move on to a sponge. So I'm gonna set my under eye area with the Pat McGrath Under Eye Sublime Fetish Translucent Powder. So let's move on to the highlighter. I'm gonna use the Lilah B Highlighter in the shade Enchanting. So I'm just gonna use my finger and add a little bit of glow. This is such a nice natural highlighter. So let's move on to the actual bronzer right now. So this is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. It's called the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. This retails for $30 on the Sephora Canada website. This comes into 5 shades. I got mine in the first shade, which is called Power Boost. This is a stick formula. It has a natural finish, light coverage, long wearing, it's vegan. It's a breakthrough bronzing stick for a quick and visible sun-kissed glow with a smooth, seamless second skin finish. This is what the packaging looks like. It's the regular Rare Beauty packaging. In here it says, "You are rare." That's so cute. And this is the bronzing stick. It is very slick looking. It's the off-white pinkish component with the light gold bottom and top. It has the Rare Beauty logo right here and the shade Power Boost on the bottom. It's made in Italy. It's a beautiful product, beautiful component, and this is what it looks like. Now let me swatch this compared to others. So I have here a couple of other sticks that I want to swatch it against. So this is the Rare Beauty one. I'm already loving how that applied, and I'm gonna swatch it against the Merit foundation. Now this is not a bronzer stick. This is a foundation stick that I purchased in a deeper shade so I can use it as a bronzer because Merit doesn't have a bronzer. So I'll just show you the difference in that one. Now I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario, and the Makeup by Mario is in the shade medium. Right there. And then I'm gonna go and use my new one, the nude sticks in the shade Terracotta. Here are all the stick bronzers. The first one is the Rare Beauty one. It seems very velvety and soft. The second one is the Merit one. You can see it's a little bit deeper. This one is the Makeup by Mario, which is much deeper, and the Nude Sticks has more of a red undertone. So that's kind of the difference in the sticks. Let me apply more of the Rare Beauty so you guys can see. So this is kind of what those shades look like compared to each other. I really love all of them. My favorite type of undertone is the one that looks more like caramelly, less red, but I love the ones that look reddish too. But for some reason I think that the ones that look more like caramel, they look better on my face. So this one by Rare Beauty, it's kind of a combination of the caramel shade and one of these two that has a little bit of red undertone. So we'll see how it applies to the face. So I'm gonna apply it like this. I'm just gonna draw right under my cheekbone and on my forehead and underneath here for now. We'll see. Now I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty brush, which is the foundation brush I used, and see how this applies. Right away, it's very easy to use, very easy. All you do is you dab and it just melts into the skin and gives it a nice shadow underneath the cheekbone, sculpting your face. It is so easy to use. I love it. So the undertone, you can see that it does have that nice sun-kissed look and not a burnt type of look. However, there is a tiny bit of red undertone, which is just the perfect amount. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more because I wanna be bronzed a little bit more. So you can apply this with your fingers. It's very emollient. It just melts into the skin. Or you can apply it with a brush or a sponge, a dampened sponge. And it's obviously buildable. So you saw that one layer was very light on the skin, just providing that little bit of a shadow. But when you apply it again, you can build it up and it gives you that nice sun-kissed look. Now, I normally don't do my nose, but for the purpose of this video, I will. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna use the small concealer brush by Rare Beauty and contour the nose. Just add a little bit more here. This is so pretty. I'm loving it. So I'm gonna use a different brush because my Rare Beauty brush still has concealer. This is a brush by Sephora, so it's very similar to the Rare Beauty brush. And I will try, oh yeah, this is perfect for blending the bronzer on the nose. So you can see how beautiful it contoured the nose, the face. It's very lightweight, very soft, very skin-like. It melts into the skin. It's just beautiful. Another way you can use this product is you can add it to your eyes. So I'm gonna add this to my eyes and add it into the crease and above just for a nice transition shade. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques fluffy brush and go into the actual product and try add it into the crease and above and see how this works on the eyes. So just a little bit I touched the stick and you can see how beautiful it looks on the eyes. There's no patchiness. It just blends seamlessly into the skin and the eyelid looks very sun-kissed. So let's do this on this eye. We're not gonna do much with the eyes today because it's mostly a bronzer review, But I wanted to show you how this looks on the eyes as well. So this product, you can use it both on the face and eyes. You can just add a little bit of mascara and you can go ahead and start your day. That's why I love products that you can use them for different purposes. Look how fast everything blended. So I just love that. I'm gonna go into the Rare Beauty blush. This is the Nearly Neutral blush. This is newer in my collection. And I'm going to apply this with a sponge. So just give the cheeks a little bit more color. This is the perfect way to apply this blush, I've noticed. It seems that with a sponge, it gives it a lot of color to the cheek and it just melts into the skin easily. There's no sharp lines. You can apply this with a brush as well, but I suggest you use a sponge. I think it just gives it a more natural, dewy look. This shades, the bronzer, the blush, the foundation, concealer, they work very good together. So for the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Confident Energy palette, and we're not gonna do much. I have the transition on already. I'm gonna add this pink into the crease with the same brush just to intensify this area. And I think with my finger, I'm gonna use this mint color. This is such a pretty color. And put it all over the eyelid. See, these shades are so easy to use. They look very intimidating, lots of shimmer in there, but they look very soft on the eyes. Now, I think for the outer corner, I'm trying to use this one just a little bit to intensify the outer corner. So I'm gonna use more of a flat brush, and let's hope we're not gonna have fallout now. But they are so soft on the eyes and easy to blend, and they have the perfect amount of shimmer. That looks beautiful. So I think for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna use the bronzer again. I'm gonna use a small flat brush like this. This is by Morphe, and I'm gonna dip the top part of the brush and just add a little bit underneath the eyelid right here, so we can tie in the bronzer and the transition shade together. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts at the end. For the inner corner, I'm gonna use this mint again and with a brush and add a little bit of highlight in the inner corner there. I'm gonna use the same shade for the brow bone. And I'm gonna use the same shade just a little bit in the inner corner on the bottom lash line here, just to tie in that mint together. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara off camera, and I'm gonna use the Laura Geller mascara, and this is in the shade Black. So enjoy this intermission, and I will be right back. And this is what the bronzer looks like with 2 times application. So the cheekbone right here, the nose is contoured, and the forehead. You can intensify this as much as you want. I wanted to stop here. I wanted a soft, nice sun-kissed look, so I didn't want it too bronzy. But definitely this shade is perfect if you have very fair skin like I do. I think the first shade works very beautiful. It's very golden, sun-kissed with a little bit of burnt shade in it. So I think this is a perfect shade for you. I always wonder which shade I should pick up. I was afraid that this would be too light, but I really love the caramel look inside. When I see a bronzer online that has this caramel type of shade, I usually like to go for that, and I'm happy I did. I think it looks stunning, but I would love to hear your thoughts. For lips, I'm thinking of keeping it very neutral and nude, and I want to use the Morphe lipstick. This is a cream product, and it's in the shade Flirt. It's a very nude looking lipstick. So this is what it looks like, very similar to all the bronzers. So let's apply this. This is very creamy, very hydrating. I did not use any liner at all, but I do have a liner on this brush. This is a lip brush by, I believe, Sephora. I bought this from Sephora. And I usually like to use a lip brush to kind of spread the product around, and it comes with a lid, so I really love this. This is the Sephora Professional Lip Brush. This look is complete. I did not use any powder. I love the dewiness. I only used powder underneath my eyes, but to recap everything, mostly I've used Rare Beauty products. The foundation concealer is stunning together. I love it. The blush is beautiful. And now moving on to the bronzer. The bronzer by Rare Beauty in the shade Power Boost, which is the first shade out of them all, looks beautiful on fair skin or very fair skin. It gives it a nice sun-kissed glowy look. I love the caramel shade with a hint of a burnt reddish shade in it. Definitely recommend this bronzer stick. I love how easy it applied, how beautiful it melted into the skin. Again, it comes with a twist on the bottom for the product to come out and then goes back in. I love that. Packaging is beautiful. Oh, did you hear that? So when you actually close it, make sure you hear this. That means it clicked into place. I love this product, and I haven't seen a lot of people use it this way. After you use it as a bronzer stick, you can actually dip your brush and actually use this on your eyelids. You can just go ahead and use this into the crease, into the transition, and all over the eyelid. The shade of brown that melts into the skin, so easy to blend. There's no patchiness. There's no oiliness to it, and there's no dryness to it. It's just a perfect consistency for your eyelids as well. I definitely recommend this product because you can use it as an eyeshadow and as a bronzer. Now, you know that most bronzers you can use as eyeshadows as well, but with this being a cream bronzer, I was a little bit hesitant. I thought that it would be too oily or it would not show up on the eyelids, but it's not too oily at all, and it just looks, it dries like a very soft powder on the eyelid. So I definitely recommend it. You can just use it for your eyes if you don't bronze, or you can use it for both. So this is a very good price, very affordable as well compared to the other products I just showed you. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you picked this up, or let me know what you think, how this product looks on the face. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below. It would help me out so much, and I would really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Always be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye. Anywhere you go.